Hi friends, today I'll be talking about my recently published tutorial. I think 2 days ago I showed you how I modeled this thing. Okay, and if you haven't checked it, please check it there. So in that model, I showed you different approach to model it in different steps. Okay, so that if you see, look at the top view, all the topology is nice, this cut is very nice, and at the end of it I showed you how I model it using only that circular face. If you haven't checked it, please check it, the link will be here, you will learn so many things there. But after doing that, I was still busy working on it, and in this tutorial I will show you some other advanced tips that I have found. Okay, one of the tip is that I was not aware that okay, I can, though here I have used my own cutter, actually I don't need it. Using Blender's own knife tool, I can use it. And secondly, the second part is that where this topology, I mean, maybe it looks good, but if you notice carefully, this is kind of tapered, right? This is not the semicircle that we are actually looking for. See, it is a perfect semicircular shape, but it is not. If you look at this, it is not full half circle. So that there I realized I did one mistake. So I will correct those mistakes and show you how to correct it. Okay. So let me create a new collection here. Let's name it learn by mistake. See, I don't claim that I am a very professional artist, but I want to show you what I know the best. Okay, so if you stay with me, you will be learning a lot along with me, because I try to speak in a very simple term, and my teaching technique is very simple to understand. Okay, so let me show you what I did in that tutorial. Again, I would recommend, please go check that tutorial if you haven't yet done. Okay, so in that tutorial, what I did, let me show you. I won't be modeling to exact thing because here we are about to learn the concepts only. So what I did, we applied bevel, right? So with clamp and let's with 4 level of segment, I did it. Then what I did a merge by distance. Then if you remember, I said that I wanted to make a 45-degree cut. Then what I did, I added a new vertex, I extended it. So let me just put a 3D cursor here, and if I put the single vertex here, then I extruded it along X, I created a edge, and this edge I used to knife project, okay, along this point, So what I did, I use some good tricks so that it is exactly aligning on this, so that we don't have any mistake. Do it. But that time I told you that by default, the Blender's knife cutter work on the increment of 30-degree. But later it came to my notice that no, it can be done according to my own choice as well, right? So if I show you, if I press A and do it, you will see it is 30-degree. You see, angle constraint is mentioned here as 30-degree. But the beauty is that when after choosing this thing, knife cutter tool, so let me enable the cut through option. You can see cut through got enabled, right? And if I press a angle constant disabled, right? If I press A, and here it is a relative 30 degree. So if I type 45-degree, then it will be 45-degree angle constant. Okay, let me press A again, and 45-degree. Yeah. So you can see now it has become 45-degree. So 45 and 90-degree. It will be on these two angle. So if I cut it now like this, as well as on the top part like this, so it has created me that exact same thing without the requirement of creating another edge, then doing knife project, applying cut through. So that is one tip you can use. Remember, after pressing that angle constant, you need to type the degrees that you want your cut angle to be. Okay, so this is one part. In the next part, I showed you that I modeled this thing. So I later realized the second mistake that I did. You remember what I did? I created one circle. I'll show you. Let me repeat it again quickly so that you recap. Uh, let's say I start with a circle of 16 vertex. Hmm? And what I did, I just move it along Z. Okay, let me move it on this side so that we have some space. And then what I did, I went to extrude mode, extrude it on Z, and then I rotate it along Y by 45 degree. Then what I did, if you remember that, what I did, I selected these vertices and extrude it along Y, sorry, X, like this. And similarly for the bottom vertices, we did the same thing, extrude along Z, SZ0, and then you did it. But if you notice carefully, what it did, it does not create the full circle. Okay, the reason is, if you remember how I came to this decision, right? You remember I used the shear modifier to undo the shear that got created due to that 45-degree angle. But here I started with the circle, not the stretched version of the circle. You remember that there was some kind of ellipsoid shape there. So we want to create that ellipsoid, then only we can do that. So let's learn how to do that. Okay, so what I'll do, I will repeat the same thing, create the circle here. Let me move it along X, then move it along Z. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just create one duplicate for now. Okay, so just I don't need it, I just separate it as a separate collection. So see, I have two circles here. Okay, so one of the circles, choose any one, both are same. Go to edit mode, select all. You remember the shear shortcut, Alt Control Shift S, and I will press Y so that it becomes on the vertical thing, and press -1. Okay, here I did one mistake. I did it from my view, not the front orthographic view. So let me switch back to front orthographic view and do the repetition again. Because maybe I can repeat you. What I did, I was in this view, right? User perspective view. So if you do that user perspective view, then it will do from your angle of view. Okay, that is how the shear operation work. So if you check front perspective, you'll see it is rotation is wrong. So remember, whenever you are doing shear movement, be in the proper orthographic projection. And remember to do it -1 so that it becomes like this. Okay, so here you will see I got that shape. Now what I need to do, I need to rotate that proper circle, not the ellipsoid circle, by again another 45 degree. So let's do that. You remember I do it on the Y. Okay, so now you will see this got properly aligned. Now our job is done. So what I need to do, move that thing along Z. Now if I move GZ, you will see it will do like this. I told you, you need to choose the transform orientation to normal. Then if you press Z, it will happen where you actually want to do it. Okay, now our job is done. We can just simply merge these two objects. And if I go to edit mode, select all, Control E, bridge edge loop. Now you see, I got that kind of shape what I actually need. So if you check from the top view or the right perspective, you'll see it is done. Now what I have to do, like that last time, that principle remains same. I will just select the half of the vertices. So let me enable the X-ray view. Okay, and extrude it along X. Sorry, it will not go there because it is on the normal transformation orientation. I will go back to global and extrude along X. So remember, if you see your vertex or edges are behaving normally, abnormally, suddenly, check your transform orientation. Often we forget to bring it back to its default value. Okay, let me extrude along Z is Z0. If you want them to be of same length, so remember one thing, you extrude it by the same length as you are doing from the horizontally as well as vertical, then it will be proper I would say proper squarish shape. Again, you are intelligent enough, you can do that thing. Okay, so I'm just filling this thing, and let me fill the faces here. Okay, okay. Now I think we are near our job. Okay, now what I can do, I can extrude it, do the like this. And if you remember in that original model, if you haven't checked that, which polygon paint showed, they did a nice thing, right? What they did, they added some small bit of curvature here as well. So let's do it here. Okay, so I just added nice curvature here, and let me do one thing. Let me change its origin to here. And how to do that? I put my 3D cursor there, origin to 3D cursor. Now again put this cursor at world origin. Now what I'll do, selection to cursor, right? Where is it? Here it is. So it is right at the center of the origin. Okay, just to give the reference correctly, maybe what I can do, I can just scale it so that both are almost at the same level. Okay, let me apply the scale, rotation scale. Okay, now what I'll do, I will just before applying the bevel, let me recreate the topology what I need. Okay, so if I go to vertex mode and enable the X-ray vision, you see this is a big angle, right? So let me correct it right now. Okay, so I'll use the knife cut, angle constraint. By the way, I forgot to enable that cut through. Okay, and yeah, and that's it. That's the bit of cut thing, because it will do all that thing I need. Okay, and also connect this thing. Again, disable the angle constant. Okay, now you see our topology is connected. Okay, now you may ask me, why did I do it here? That is a very good question. Actually, I don't need it. Okay, let me do that. Because I thought of, if I have all the edges connected, it will create a nice topology. Okay, but maybe I don't need it. Again, that it is individual preference. Thing is that I'll show you why it is needed. Okay, I had to connect. I forgot to connect this loop. Uh, this is one of the loop. Okay, I will show you why I wanted these two vertices to be connected. Okay, thing is that if you try to select, you will see it will get blocked for some reason here, because all the other vertices, they have four edges connecting to them, but this one there is only three edges connected to the vertex, so that doesn't let it get selected. The selection doesn't go through. But if you connect these two, then you will see sorry then you see the edges will flow properly. Okay, let me verify. I am having suspect that, okay, the edges are nicely connected. Anyway, if you want to be specific, you can do like that, otherwise it is not needed. Now what I have to do, I need to create that topology, and then I will show you how it looks after doing this thing. Okay, so like last time, let me quickly connect this topology. I need three edges here, three edges here. Let me do that very quickly. Okay, now time to apply the bevel modifier. Okay, uh, okay, I think it has selected, did a good job of selecting it. Let me apply some bevel. I don't need 4 level of segment, 2 level is more than enough. And now let me do one last piece which I did not do that time. Control F, grid fill. It is, let me correct that rotation so that it looks nice. Now let me apply the subdivision. And then you see, look at this geometry. Unbelievably true, right? Look at it any angle as you can. It will be awesome. Okay. So I hope that you really enjoyed this learning. And again, whenever we are learning something, we need to be open-minded. I am also open-minded. I openly admit my mistake. Also, I enthusiastically share whatever new thing I have learned. So hopefully you have enjoyed. And before you go, okay, I will drop some of my other tutorial where I showed how to model screws in a very deep knowledge you will find there, how to model a screw there, how to model a pocket radio. And in coming days, I am working on another model. Let me quickly show you that. I'm working on this vacuum thing. Okay, I don't remember that company's name, but I got very interested with this thing. And if you check the rendered view, it looks almost absolute. I mean, look at the beautiful design of it. And in the coming tutorial, I'll be showing how to model this thing. So please stay tuned. Until then, please check out my other videos, and please let me know how it goes in your case. Any suggestion? Okay. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.